The Contacta in-glass window intercom range is designed for installations into windows or glass with pre-cut holes between 2.5 and 4 inches in diameter. The customer unit is designed to be mounted in a secure way into the hole and onto the glass. The range consists of 3 systems: the STS K021, K022, and K023. The STS K023 comes with a customer side unit that comprises a Level 8 UL 752 ballistic rated assembly unit. The STS K022 has a Level 3 UL 752 ballistic rating, and the STS K021 is a non-ballistic version. The installation method is the same for all 3 systems. The systems come complete with all the parts needed for the installation, including staff loudspeaker and microphone unit, amplifier and power supply, a hearing loop window-mounted aerial, window-mounted assembly parts which are in accordance with the ballistic rating level supplied, rubber gaskets, cable management stainless steel tubing, and all hardware screws and brackets. Start the installation by fitting 2 of the 4 L-shaped angle brackets onto the customer side plate. This plate is identifiable by the 4 square holes in the center of the plate. The 2 holes on the L brackets will align with the 2 holes on the side of the plate, and the raised uprights of the L-shaped brackets should align with the external diameter edge of the plate. Make sure the 2 screws are installed into the countersunk side of the bracket. Use the supplied Allen key to tighten the screws and secure both brackets so that you have one on each side of the plate. Now repeat the process on the staff side plate and install the remaining 2 L-shaped brackets in the same way, ensuring correct direction. Next, place one of the supplied rubber gaskets on the side of the customer plate, placing it on the opposite side from the L-shaped brackets. Insert the 4 carriage bolts through their designated holes from the L-shaped bracket side and through the rubber gasket. Finger tighten a nut on all 4 bolts from the inner side, against the rubber gasket. Ensure all 4 bolts are locked into position in the square cutouts on the outer side. Next, unbundle the speaker and microphone wires that are in the staff side unit. Using a suitable size flathead screwdriver, remove the 2 green connectors from the ends of the wires. Make note of the polarity of the wires for correct reconnection later. Feed both wires through the central hole in the customer side plate, feeding them through the L bracket side. Pull the wires all the way through, leaving between 4 to 6 inches of loose wire inside the speaker and mic unit. Tuck the excess wire into the void in the speaker mic unit. Align the hole in the upright L brackets to the corresponding holes in the speaker mic assembly, and use 2 of the 4 remaining screws to firmly tighten the plate onto the speaker mic unit with the Allen key. Now prepare the stainless steel tubing to accept the wires. The tubing can be cut to size or bent according to your preferred route of cable management and the size of your window. The tubing protects the wire and provides a more aesthetic finish to the installation. The tubing is sandwiched firmly between the 2 parts when the window-mounted assembly is put together on the glass. If you need to cut the tubing to size, we recommend doing this before feeding the wires through. And if you need to bend the tubing, we recommend doing this after the wires have been fed through. Start by measuring the distance from the center of the hole in the glass to the edge of your window, leaving a little room for fine adjustment. Now, use a firm fish wire feeding it all the way through to the opposite end of the tubing. Using electrical or painter's tape, secure the speaker and microphone wires to the end of the fish wire and pull the wires through until they appear on the other side of the tubing. Pull the wires all the way through the tubing, leaving around 1 inch of exposed wires at the end of the tube close to the metal plate. This will allow the tube to feed through the glass and bend perpendicularly to the staff side. Next, pre-cut 2 pieces of painter's or gaffer's tape, each about 3 feet long. On the customer side of the glass, feed the wires through the hole to the other side, along with the stainless steel tubing. Push the unit onto the glass with the microphone at the 12 o'clock position and the speaker at the 6 o'clock position. Use the 2 pieces of tape to crisscross the unit and secure it to the glass temporarily. Now move to the staff side of the glass, taking with you all remaining parts. Feed the wires through the second rubber gasket. Slide the gasket along the tube and through the 4 carriage bolts until it is flush against the glass. Next, direct the stainless steel tubing toward your desired direction and insert the staff side plate with the tubing groove corresponding to your preferred direction. Push the plate onto the rubber gasket, ensuring this locks the tubing firmly into position between the plate and the rubber gasket. The L-shaped brackets should be facing outwards or towards you. Use the remaining 4 nuts and tighten them onto the carriage bolts, securing the whole assembly together. Before final tightening, ensure the tubing is in good alignment and to your liking. The assembly can be rotated gently at this point to achieve this. Now, use a wrench for final tightening of the nuts on the carriage bolts, taking care not to over-tighten. Ensure all wires are now running securely and neatly back to the amplifier. Use the remaining 2 screws to fix the staff side cover onto the plate in the same way as the customer side, using the supplied Allen key. At this point, use the supplied wire management clips or your preferred wire molding to secure the wires neatly on their way to the amplifier beyond their exit point from the tubing. Reattach the 2 green connectors on both ends of the speaker and microphone wires, ensuring correct polarity and a firm clamping of the wires into the connector. Back on the staff side, remove the tape holding the unit to the glass and clean the glass of any debris. If you're installing the hearing loop aerial, this is done on the staff side of the glass. Choose a suitable location on the glass that is unobstructive for staff members and at an effective height for a strong signal. Remove the protective layer from the glass-mounted sticker, which has the text and symbols on it, and secure it firmly onto the glass. Next, remove the protective layer from the second sticker, attach the loop aerial onto it, turn it around and adhere it to the first sticker, sandwiching the loop aerial between the 2 stickers on the window. Make sure the wire exits the sign where it is easiest to hide and feed back to the amplifier. On the staff side, place the staff loudspeaker combo unit into position on the desktop as shown. Feed its wire back to the amplifier either by drilling a hole in the desktop or using an existing cable management hole. Insert the staff microphone connection into sockets 16 and 17, also labeled the staff mic connection. Insert the staff loudspeaker connection into sockets 5 and 6, labeled the staff speaker connection. Insert the customer microphone connection into sockets 14 and 15, also labeled the customer microphone connection. And insert the customer loudspeaker connection into sockets 3 and 4, labeled the customer speaker connection. For an optional hearing loop connection, connect to sockets 1 and 2, labeled loop. The power connection goes into the socket labeled PWR. Place the amplifier under the staff counter, being sure that it will not obstruct the staff when they are sitting. The amplifier front should face outwards with adjustment buttons accessible. Mark the 4 mounting points for the driver under the counter. Drill and mount the amplifier in place using the supplied screws. The power supply and its cables should be attached securely using the supplied hardware. Here are examples of fully installed systems.